Hey everyone, what's going on? Kind of everybody caught up. So I started, as I said, I kind of started on all this stuff, and I realized too, I got a fence post there. I'll probably put one in the bottom here, just so it kind of follows the contour better. But anyway, so what I've now figured out is with this stuff, you can see I got a pretty big pile there. I want to get all that, start turning into that stuff more, a lot of bigger logs. And we're going to take all that, and instead of hauling it, we're just going to make piles. One pile there, one pile there. There's a bunch of logs, and all this spindly stuff will hopefully start getting knocked down. But yeah, I mean, you got trees upon trees that are just, I've been kind of breaking them off, and since they're halfway broken down, might as well take all this, put it right there. Because underneath all that, I've been finding a lot of junk, a lot of older glass stuff, kind of various items. So you can see there's metal and stuff. But yeah, I'm kind of just piling a lot of this stuff. We're going to cut that up, get that out of here. And clear all there's a bunch of wood over there too, and then at least I can have some lanes to run my fence posts through. So, because next year this might be one of the first, once we get them trained to that wire and we get them out over this area, this might be one of the first areas we do. So, as you can see, there's more shit that's broken down, and that won't take very long. We'll have just a big old stack, and that'll be the end of that. So, yeah, it's a little bit later this morning. I just had a talk with the landowner to the north. So I talked to him about spreading north. He was fine with it. He just asked that I do it after Thanksgiving. So that's what I'm waiting on for that. Yeah, but they just kind of treat this as a. So actually, I was looking at an old picture that they took of this, and there was never a driveway here. They had a building coming off there that probably came to right here, and it was probably a chicken building, because this end was redone, and that was probably, or no, that was, I don't remember what it almost looked like an older chicken house, because they had this as a chicken house, and then they had one of those tin walls up there, and they owned, 40 years ago, they owned that chunk of land to the south here, and pastured hogs into it. So it's kind of interesting just looking at those older pictures, and all this was not there from what I've heard. It's a lot thinner. You know, you probably had some of these bigger trees, but it was always open, and then they just slowly kept dumping stuff back here, and that's the way it ended up. So yeah, I kind of just do an update. A lot more running around today too, so I don't know how much I'll be able to get done. Yeah. On Thanksgiving next week, so probably won't get wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you're able to spend it with family. My family opted not to. I don't know why, but that's the way it's going to be, so I guess we're just having siblings and that's it. So anyway, yeah, we'll just slowly pick away, get all this stuff cleaned up. That's going to go probably, get all this junk cleaned up. We're going to start making a pile right about there somewhere. Maybe it was there. I don't know. I started one in there. It's kind of hard to see, but that'll at least let grass, and let the cattle be able to walk free through all this. And then I have all of this stuff too to cut up and figure out what. I had a guy who was interested in firewood, and he said, yeah, we'll come and do it. Well, it's been a year and a half and still nothing. So we're just gonna throw it in a pile, let it rot away in a pile. At least then cattle can eat grass here. So, alright, stay tuned. Hello everyone. Just taking a little break here. Yesterday I got a little bit more done. I think I had to go help a couple people. So I just kind of do a little bit of farm help on the side, just so I can, gain experience. They pay me a little bit, so. But back at it again today. I'm trying to make a path. So essentially, we're gonna take a wire and run it right through there, down through here, and then probably back over there. Might run it and then kind of section off here. I'm not sure. Graze that. Get all this stuff cleared out. Like you see, I got this pile. I'm cutting this up. Chainsaw, last time I used it, kind of spitting this butter in. Once it started in, I struggled with it. So I think it has to get taken in and possibly, I don't know, that might be, we're going to see. I mean, there's a big long wish list, but, I wish I did have I might even buy just one of those electric ones. They're not bad for, especially around here where, so as I'm digging, you can see they buried an axle here. Rim. There's an axle over there that's stuck in the tree, another axle. Found a bunch of barbed wire. Found odds and ends. There's that. I moved this out of here so I can pull the tractor through here. Cut all that up. But, like I said, using that handsaw does suck a little bit, but you just kind of make relief cuts and it breaks off. And then we got a roll of woven wire. Goes over there and it loops way back around. Basically, they had a building there, pushed all this in and just let all this grow in. So, but I'm clearing a path so that way I can also, probably something we'll work on is getting a lot more of this pile spread out that way. Take it that way, just bury a lot of this trash. So yeah, that pile, and then that's all thorn brush and all that. So let's get the tractor out here now. Where the fence post, that snapped off below ground, luckily. So yeah, we can get in here and clear this out and take all that shit and push it this way. I basically want to let that fence line get open so that if I want to, I can run here and then run out there, and then that would be the back side right there. So then we'd run another line. We'll basically just strip this through. And then as I'm walking through here, I'm snapping twigs off, and that's going right back down. But all this leaf stuff, that's the other big thing, because that was always leaves too. Once you got the cattle on that, to break it all up, very, very good. They do my tillage for me essentially. So we'll just that's another mess. Working here and getting these trees cut up, put there, get some of that stuff figured out. So at least if I can push it in a pile, then it can rot away and do its thing. And we'll get, that'll be nice just for steers will break all that down too. So that's the end of my rant. Yeah. And then we'll see. I'm not trying to be political, but I've told people 2 years moving. Based on how the election goes, we'll see what happens to the housing market and how that all goes. So yeah, just change plans as always. So stay tuned. I'll probably I'll slowly work at it. I might try working on the chainsaw again, trying to get that cut up, because I'd like to get all this big stuff cleared out, and then I can slowly work my way that way. So just leave it there, and we'll catch up with you later. We're back. I just got back from my parents. My phone died, so I wasn't able to get a video of everything I else got done. There's the pile, and I started over here too. Basically, we had trees all down over here. But essentially we're gonna graze this half, and you can see so actually I got a lot of the branches kind of cleared up in here. I have a roll of wire that I figured out that actually goes clear over there, and there's 2 fence posts, so it's kind of nice that I still have light. Then over here I started cutting a lot of logs, and then we have junk in that pile there. So I'm actually just gonna It's like old paint cans. They're kind of rusted out, so they're not worth anything. They're too light if I was to go down the road with them. So what I ended up doing is just taking, there's one tree that fell down there. I cut that up and drug some of it over here, and all the metal and stuff I threw it back in there. But basically I just threw stuff in here to there's a fence post. As we're gonna pull stuff out here, we'll pile it up here, and then we'll just throw the metal in there so that I don't need to worry about cattle getting a nail in their hoof or any of that stuff, any foot issues. That's our handling that. And then, I got that axle out. That was actually the hardest part, but yeah, it's pretty open. I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but actually I cleared out quite a bit. Got that one cut up. I got the axle out right there. Dug that out and clear up that. So now I'll get the tractor back here, and actually since I walked, I was able to clear, and then we'll push this stuff that way. Take the loader, push it up. I have a pile started there. We'll push that out of the way. We can basically just run a fence all the way down to, if I put it right here, down to right on that side of the creek, or the waterway I should say. So that'll be nice. But next, once I get the tractor back here, push all that out, I'm probably going to be able to tackle a lot of this stuff, knocking a lot of these weeds over. Then I can also take the blade, and like this is, a lot of this stuff, I'll be able to blade it out, and I'll just angle the blade, knock a lot of these trees down, clear a path through there. I want to make a path right here, clear all these trees out. There's logs over there, so then at least I can drive around, pick those up, dump them back over here. So, tried getting the chainsaw working, did not work, so that's gonna have to get taken in. So, won't get a video tomorrow because it'll be after the sun will be going down, and I'm losing light real quick now. So, just want to thank everybody for watching. Again, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everyone gets to spend it with family if they can. And, yeah. See you later. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.